Hey gang, Sam Ward here. I wanted to share a little bit of the prayer experience that we had this past week with our class. We read through Psalm 46. It is a psalm about God's presence, but also that we can have confidence in God. And I don't know about you, but it's easy for me to read the headlines, the newspapers, and see what's going on in our world and think, what is happening? And this is an affirmation that God is with us. The Almighty God is with us. He is our fortress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read Psalm 46 as I walk, and then I'm going to give us a couple questions, fill in the blanks that we can use to come before God and realign ourselves in prayer with Him. So this is Psalm 46 here on this beautiful snowy day. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. The nations are in an uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us, the God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." So now, like I said, I'm going to read a couple questions, thoughts, to help us focus on God, the God who is always with us. So first of all, let's ask the question, who is God? And let's look at some of the attributes that we find in this psalm. God is our ever-present help. We don't have to fear because He is trustworthy. He is the creator and the sustainer of the earth. And He is the one who dwells with us. As it says twice, the Lord Almighty is with us, the God of Jacob is our fortress. He is the one who is all-powerful. He's the one who makes wars to stop. He is our great peacemaker. He is the one who tells us to be still, to rest in Him, to worship Him, because the Lord Almighty is with us. So let's begin by maybe filling in this blank. I praise you, God, that you are my refuge when. I praise you, God, that you are my refuge when. And now, let's respond to God. Lord, I confess and surrender my fears about. You might have some fears, and God is saying, rest in me. Lord, I confess and surrender my fears about. And now this is the time to bring our requests to Him. And the psalm talks about how we can have confidence in God. So I ask for a sense of security about. God, I ask for a sense of security about whatever you might be facing right now. And then lastly, whatever is going to face you this week, we are going into a war zone. And so God, I will trust in your presence and protection this week as I will trust in your presence and protection this week as I. And remind yourself, the Lord Almighty is with us. Hey, thanks for praying with me today. It was good to remind ourselves out here in the snow, the beautiful weather, that God is in control. He's made this world, He sustains this world, and He calls us to trust in Him because, as the psalmist reminds us, the Lord Almighty is with us.